Good morning, my friends. How are you? I'm so happy you're here. I've been asked to show different things to do with frames, picture frames. So I thought, yeah, I might be able to try. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. I have book page, I have magazine pages, I have Tim Holtz bits and the dolls. I have some stamps. You can make frames just with your cardstock. If you have die cuts, use that. If you have punches even, you can use those. You can draw a frame and then cut it out. Use a ruler and your pencil. If you have a frame maker, it's a punch board, use that. I did a couple of them just to try. And this is with a 1/4 inch and this is a 1/2 inch. I much prefer the 1/2 inch because there's more space to glue on it. And then, excuse me, I also have these Tim Holtz frames, but not everybody has these. And I was gifted these, so I wouldn't even have them if I hadn't been gifted them, but you can make your own. So we're going to do that. Even these smaller ones you can do if you have a punch, a round punch. Oh, nope, that's not one. Excuse me, one of these. This is 1 3/8. It's a nice size. You can add a little picture inside. But for today, I am going to collage. It's an 8.5 piece of cardstock. I think it's 110-pound cardstock. We're just going to do some collaging, just relax, have some fun, and then we'll just. I have these frames here. These were a template. They were a freebie template. So let's collage on them and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those. Okay? All right, let's go and get my sleeves up. And I just have all of these different pages to collage. I don't want it to be all book page or all music page. I want to have some different bits in here. So that's what we're going to do. Have a glue stick, use whatever glue, excuse me, whatever glue you like. And yeah, we're just going to play. If you're working on stuff, hopefully you'll craft along. If you want to try this with me, then, just grab up your scraps and just collage. If you already have collage boards made, grab them up. And yeah, we're just going to do this. I don't have a mat under me. I was actually doing some stuff and it ended up, I put it on the floor and I just haven't picked it up again yet. So I have some different color here. I'm going to try and not have plain white. For some reason I have a frog in my throat now. Sheesh. Actually, I'll use the side that has the bottom of the picture. And then once you have your frames made, then, it'll be fun to just dress them up. If it goes over, well, that's okay. I will trim. So hopefully I'm on screen. I'm not sure if I have a shadow here or what's happening. Hopefully not. Add that there. Actually, maybe the other side. If it was one-sided, it would be no problem to make a decision, would it? It's on a lot of stuff that we use when it has pretty paper. We always have to choose which side we want to use. I'm gonna add it. It doesn't take long. I'm using big pieces, and it doesn't take very long to do that, so, which is really good. Oops. Do it there. And I'm just using an old Charles Dickens book. I think it's Charles Dickens. I'm probably wrong. Oh, it is too. Complete Works. But I know I lay it a certain way and then I change my mind and it goes on different again. That's all right. Nope. I'll turn it the other way. So nice and quick. I think the longest part is going to be cutting out the frames. And then just one little section left. So, excuse me, got all these camels here. So it's going to go right there. But use whatever scraps you have, right? You don't have to use big pieces of paper. You just dig into your scraps. Okay, so there we go. So then I'm going to take these. If I find the link for these, I will put it in the description box. But if not, if you Google, what did I Google? I Googled picture frames for crafting, and then a whole bunch of stuff came up. So, and then you just put in templates, and you'll get a bunch of, oops, I glued the wrong side. Can you believe that? Brenda. So I'm just going to turn it over, and, well, I'm going to glue, because the other side of it is black. That's why I said I glued the wrong side. So I'm just going to put it on this way, because that's the side I want to show at the moment. There we go. So yes, I glued the wrong side. We're off to a great start. And there's glue on the backs of them, but that's okay. That's just from the glue stick. But I mean, it's all gonna get glued on anyway. And then these pages can become pockets and all that lovely stuff. There we go. And then I have, oh, I've got this one here. The other ones look like film strips, but they can be used as windows as well because they have openings, right? Oops. I'm going to put this one sideways as well. So we'll do these four. I'm not sure how much time we'll have, and I don't want to take up too much time because, like I said, this will take the longest. So now with the cardstock, and then collaging on it, that's where your thickness comes in, because you will be collaging on them again with your bits. I just don't want to take a lot of time with doing this. This is probably where the ready-made ones are fine, or if you have a bunch of them already and waiting, you know, then that's good as well. But I wanted to show start to finish, and that way you know that it can be done. So I have an X-Acto knife and my ruler. And, well, I'm just going to put the edge of my mat here. There we go. And then I'm going to just cut. I'm not going to keep the mat here. So I'll just, you just go to the edges and then just cut corner to corner. And if my mat stays still, that'll be great. I was using a mat earlier today out on the kitchen table, and it's so slippery. It was just sliding all over the place. So it didn't do a very good job helping me to stay straight. There's that, and one more cut. I'll do the other one quick and oops, to the end, Brenda. There we go. And then these can be used as you know, in your crafting for whatever. So if you get that, don't throw those away. I wonder if it'll be quicker if I just do this. Just take your time. There's really no rush. If it cuts through, that would be lovely. It is kind of thick, so I should have just maybe pressed a little harder. But there's a few layers to go through now. There we are. That's better. So there. And so we have one that's sort of dressed, one that definitely is not. And I'm just going to grab this other one. It's a smaller one. If we have time, we'll do all four. If not, well, then you get the gist of, you know, what to do, and then you can just have a play on your own, and hopefully you will post your creations. And it's just so much fun to see what everybody's making. So I'll leave that last one there, and then I'll do this one here. Same thing. Try and press a little harder this time. There we go. The fun part is coming. Get to dress them. Oop. There we go. I think that's good. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, just move those over. Get this out of the way. It's just laying on my floor. All right. So here we go. Just gonna grab a page. Let's do this one because it's so plain. All right, so this is where you can grab different things just to dress it. I have these magazine pages, but how fun are these? Let me just, you can tear, you can cut, use your cutter, however you want. Oh, I want to keep this. So you're just going to add so really you're collaging these as well, but you can cut, you can bend them over, but again that's going to make it even stronger. Right? Ooh, so sorry. And it's okay if you leave stuff up, if you want to leave it there, because it's going to add to the overall look of your frame. That's kind of fun right there. I'm just going to add this right in there. You know, not everything has to be flush and right on your project. So that's a lot of fun. I like that. What else do we have in here? Maybe that. You can ink it up if you want. I will ink it up probably, just not on right now. Just put a portion of that on. See, ready-made ones, you don't have to do this, right? Oh, come on. So there we are. What do we have here? Have some butterflies. I'm just going to, maybe they're moths. And it, oh yes, starts out as a caterpillar and then moves on. So this is going to go there. This is probably the longest part. So, but it's just dressing. And I have a stamp. I just would like to maybe add a stamp. What ink do I have sitting here? I just have my Distress Oxide. So let's see what will come out of that. Oh, look at that. Nice number right there. And there, just something subtle. What else do we have in here? Maybe I'm gonna cut it. Let's see. Maybe that right there. Let me see. It's kind of crooked there, so maybe I'll, oops. I lifted it just so I can add a touch of glue right there and hold it on. So there, I'll cut it when it's dry. Makes more sense to do that than try to do what I just did. I've got these, oh, maybe I don't want those. Lots of numbers. These are all Tim Holtz bits. And then you can sew around them if you want. If you decide to make some of these, you can sew them. You can use flowers. You know, if you have little pictures of flowers or birds, butterflies, like whatever is going to dress it up, and just use what you have. Oh, I just would like this stamp. There we go. It just adds a bit of color, which is nice. Just like that. And you can still cover it if you want. You don't have to. It's your creation, right? There's a button. Just a paper button. It's not cardstock or anything. It's just thin paper. And then I am going to trim it at the top. I don't mind the little bit of hangover. And so this, I'm just going to bring it, just going to tear it. And there's that. And then I have these flowers. I know I stamped there, but it looks a little bare. So I'm going to add this little plant here. And so there we go. There is there's a frame. All right, so then it's putting a backing on, whatever that looks like to you. You can use one of the backings from the one you just cut out. Is this the one I just cut out? I think so. But because it fits completely within, it's probably not a good idea. So what do I have? See, I didn't grab anything to have as a background. I don't want to do any more cutting. So bear with me just for a sec. Just looking for, and it doesn't have to be a picture because I'm going to add something into it. So let's just let's just do it. You can trim around it after it's in, or like me, I'm going to trim around it right now. And it can be a little smaller. I just want to make sure I have enough area to glue. So that can be your background. Ink it up. You can add something else to it. And then I have some Tim Holtz people. That's the only thing I could grab at the moment. So let's do this. And of course their feet will have to get cut off, but you know, sometimes it's okay. So I just want to see what it's going to look like. So just like that. Yep, so I'm going to add glue just here, and I eyeballed it just like that. See, I did the glue too low. My goodness. So maybe eyeballing wasn't such a grand idea for me. But it's going to get cut anyway, so I'm going to do that right now. But like I said, you can do it with anything that you want. But how cute is that? And then that will go there. So if you want to add bits into the back, and maybe I will just while it's there, just so I can see. Let me just see what it looks like. Oh, this is lovely. Is it a whole piece? I wonder if I can peel it. If I can't, then it's all good. It's just because it's a very hard board. So I'm just peeling off the back of it. Sorry that I'm off camera doing it. I just need it up close because there's like 5 layers. So there we go. I just took a bunch of the layers off. But I can, oh, maybe I'll add it to the top. So yeah, I'm going to glue this in. And yes, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. That's the glue I have sitting here. And then I know it's going to stay. And then I'll add glue. Have you done these before? Have you made your own frames? How did you do it? So hopefully this makes sense and it looks all right. There, I'm just going to trim. I brought it down just a little bit, so I'm just going to trim off that extra little piece. So when you ink around it, I don't even know what ink is on here, but not very much. And then this flower can go. See, that's what happens when I do that and I change my mind, because it just doesn't look right now. Before I glued it, it did. Oh, I think I'm going to pop that butterfly there instead. That looks so pretty. There we are. And it just slips, the wing just slipped right underneath the number there. And so there we go. There's one. How long did that take us, I wonder? Whew, too long. All right, so there's that one. Excuse my arm. And so let's do this one. It is fairly dressed already, isn't it? But I would still like to add just a couple of things to it. Just to fill in these spots, and that's where your stamps can come in if you want to keep everything flat. Like, I don't know, I haven't done this before, This is new to me, and it's something that I'm trying, and I thought it would be just fun, like I said, to do. Or you can use a template. It's your choice, like a ready-made one, and then just put your pictures in it. Can use them as tuck spots. Oops. What else do we have here? See, this one should have gone down there. It says a token of love. Paid to the order of. So it's just filling in a couple of areas. Oops, I moved it again. And then you can be done. That can stay out like that, or you can cut it. I'm going to cut it out from the side. I'll leave it at the top and the bottom poking up like that. That's okay. And then I have these ones. They'll look all right. So I'm going to, I wonder if I just hold them first. I don't want to have her hand hiding. And then I'll get it cut. There we go. Oh, she moved. Well, that's okay. I can just give it a little trim. There we go. I was just holding it wrong, of course. So there we go. Oops. And I have this background. It's just a random piece of scrapbook paper. So I'm going to glue it on. Just gonna add all the glue, and then I'll put the girls there, and then I'm gonna glue it together, and then I'll cut it out. There. Lovely. I like the flowers in behind. Looks pretty cool. And I'm just gonna cut it out. You can pre-cut all your backings, but like I said, I didn't even remember to do that part of it, and I don't want to stop the camera, so it's just nice to have cardstock sitting around, scrapbook paper. Just use it. So it all looks good. Just cut around the label here. Oh, there we go. So that looks pretty good. And you can just add more if you want. Just have fun with it. I just thought these would be a great way to use up all of these little tickets and stuff. These are all from another kit that I have, because my little tiny snippets are just about gone. So I've been looking for other things that are smallish, you know, that I can use. Oh, and there's a beautiful rose. Where can this go? Oh yeah, right there. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue onto this side. And then just add it right there. Okay, so there we go. Well, we got 2 done. I mean, the most part took the cutting and doing that stuff there. So let me just do this quick. Add some color in behind them and on stuff. That looks okay. And then, like I said, you can sew around them. So there we go. That's what we did. We didn't get to the last one, but that's okay. All right. So there's this one we just finished. And then there's this one. And so you can add them to a page. Where's my page? Here's my page. You can glue it down and have it as a tuck spot. You can put it in the corner, glue 2 sides, have it as a tuck spot. You can glue these 3 sides and have it as a top pocket. You know, you can add a hinge to it and have it as a flip and have writing paper on the back. So there's a few ideas for you. All right, so there we go. Please tell me what you think. Questions, comments, leave it below, and I'm more than happy to get back to you. Of course, I answer all my questions, and you know, if you want to see something, you just let me know as well, like this girl did, and I'll get a video out right away. Okay, God bless, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.